Okay, so I hope everyone had a good week. The Page of Swords is our first card. So the pages represent messages, newness. They also can represent younger people and people with less mature, the qualities of the king and queen, but less mature. So as you can see, this page is practicing. He's practicing wielding his sword. So this could apply in many different ways, but it would point to sort of situations where you are honing your thoughts and how to express them. This sort of happened to me this week. I had to have a very difficult conversation at work. And although I handled myself, I thought in a very professional manner, the reaction of the other person was not so great. However, I can't control how other people act, and that was part of the difficult conversation that needed to happen. But so perhaps maybe I'm at my age, maybe moving into a queen or king, but I don't have to do that often. So it felt, it didn't feel completely natural because I don't have to do that very often. And I actually practiced ahead of time on several people, and it was really helpful. So if you are going to find yourself in a situation where you need to communicate something, really think about it and even consider practicing like this young page is doing and rehearse the scenario and the situation, because I know it helped me, and I know I express myself well. Yeah. So let's see what the next card is. And these all came flying out, by the way. Oh, so the Knight of Cups. So knights, as opposed to pages, I really tend to not so much read knights as people, but as talking about change, coming or going of a situation, the coming or going of emotions in this case, because it's a cup card. So this guy looks a little bit shy. He almost looks like he's preparing himself to maybe go up to this house. He has roses in his hands. So perhaps in his mind, he is doing what the Page of Swords is doing and rehearsing what he's going to say, what he's going to do. This can also mean the coming of a situation that's going to bring positive emotions, and it's an omen of good things to come. I think combining the Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups is marrying the head and the heart and making sure that your communications are balanced in what you're proposing or trying to express is thoughtful on both of those accounts. So I'm going to go right to the next card to try to... Seven of Swords. Okay. So the Seven of Swords, you can see this person looks like he's robbing someone. So this is people that maybe, thoughts point towards thoughts. Swords point towards thoughts and our actions and how we express ourselves. So this person, this card would come up when people are behaving badly and maybe doing things behind your back, sneaking around, not being forthright. And this came up a little bit ago, and I kind of thought of a different interpretation of this that I think is kind of interesting and may apply to this situation is sometimes not in a not that you would be ripping someone off, but sometimes you may need to consider a different way in. So perhaps if you're trying to express something, you may need to, it's kind of that overuse saying, think outside the box, find a back door in, find another way around if you're running up against um, something that you can't seem to get around. So, yes, this does point towards someone maybe not being forthright, but it could also mean that maybe you need to be a little sneaky, but not in a way that's illegal or anything or unethical, but maybe being a little more clever and trying to find a workaround or a different approach. I think is the best way to say it to a situation. Um, so this page is really practicing how to express his thoughts and put them into action. And the king is bringing change that should bring big emotions. And there's a little bit of a block here that that something is going on. So I would definitely stick to your guns. Keep practicing, keep talking it out with people, weigh what's going to, you do what you need to do, but it still has to feel good to you. You have to do it with integrity, and this knight is coming with integrity. He's looking forward to what he's about to propose. He's thought about it a lot, and unfortunately you can't control if someone else is behaving badly. You can only control how you react to it. But also, if you're finding blocks, consider being creative, and perhaps you can come to a solution from a completely different direction. This guy's went up a ladder into a window instead of just barging through the front door. That might have some better luck, but it looks like some nice energies this week. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week. It's Jen from Tarot Spirit. Bye.